Hi guys, I'm Kamil MOCET and I've been tattooing for 25 years. I started my career here in my hometown Krakow with my good friend Robert Whippick at Florianska 22. That was my first shop. Yeah, so as I mentioned, my friend, he was a big influence for me for that type of tattooing he was working on. It was more like a biomech, black and gray style. And as I was meeting and moving around the world and stuff like that, I was meeting different type of artists, and I just got influenced more and more by other artists like Boris from Hungary, Robert Hernandez and stuff like that. So but I was never really happy, to copy somebody or completely. And for some reason, by accident, I kind of developed my own style through the cover-ups, and which is more loose, more like scratchy, more like me. I'm very like impatient person, so you can definitely show that in my style in a good way, I guess. And at the moment, I'm really happy with what I'm doing right now, and just give me a lot of pleasure. So yeah. Yeah, so starting with London, it was interesting because, again, in I guess 2004, the tattoo industry was really booming. Like it was amazing to see and meet different type of artists, especially at the conventions, the most famous London show and stuff. So it was definitely the eye-opening thing. And then moving forward to United States, that's definitely different. As European artists, I feel like people over there seeing us a little bit differently, and our style is so different. Like European style is so different in US. So it was a pretty successful thing, and in general, any European artist will probably be successful over there. Not saying that American artists are not. I'm just saying we just like, I guess, it's different mentality, different culture and stuff. But for all this tattoo industry and different type of artists, we kind of creating community. So it's not really like a competition. It's, I guess, everybody influence each other. So yeah, it's pretty different, but it's very enjoyable meeting different artists and with the different styles. Yeah, so it's quite simple. Like I did couple like collaborations in general. So let's say we did collaboration with two artists. I did one with Yumiko, I did one with Steve Butcher, and it is so different. It's so different than just working by yourself, because you have to like kind of fit in with the other artist's style, and then trying to kind of like create like a completely different entity with him or her, and it's just definitely eye-opening, different, hard, because like I'm like fighting for my space. I want to like at first like no, leave me that spot, I'm gonna do it, like, and then you have to realize that you have to let it all flow together and mix your styles together. So for me, collaborations are kind of tough, but I gain a lot of experience from it, learning from those artists that I work with. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. Collaborations, conventions and stuff like that. Of course, that's what we're doing this for, so we can be better be better artists. Yeah, so that's interesting. So. Through my, I wouldn't say laziness, but like, because I'm like very in a rush. I'm just very like active person in general, and same with tattooing. So what I mentioned before about my style, that I just wanted to be more, free and more sketchy and more like loose. I want to be faster, but like, and don't cut the quality of it, right? So I started using. I'm not gonna mention that brand. Like I started using different bigger magnums, but they were not even close to the quality that we created with Kwadron. But it was something, and I realized that there's there's something out there. There's something that could be made, and I reached out to Radek to talk about creating something. He created a name. I love it. I guess because of my like fascination about the guns and shooting and stuff. So I appreciate that he did that. And yeah, this is how the whole thing came about. And I feel like this is like one of my favorite setup right now, just because I can accomplish the session in not 8 hours, but 6 or 5. Yes, through experience, through the like, I was already working with Kwadron at that point, and well, we were just missing some like a bigger setup, and I was like, you know, doing research on my own, like trying to use different things, like a larger cartridges. This is how I just asked Cam to like, hey, let's maybe do something together. So yeah, the Combat Magnums are, you know, hands down my favorite. Like I said before, you know, efficiency, but you don't need to cut the quality, you know, like you faster with it, but like they're so sharp and so like punchy, and you became like really efficient with your time because of that. And yeah, like if I don't have it, if I'm, let's say I'm running out of it, I'm panicking. I was like, fuck, I need to like call you guys so I can just get some stock, you know? Yeah, so that's that. Yeah, so you know, when I would kind of like break it up in a couple of, I mean, maybe two sections or something. So I start always with doing the contrast first, which is like a black or whatever larger scale of some softer or solid black, you know, shadings, and that's what I use it for. But also to maybe create some dimensions, and sometimes I run over the existing tattoo that is detailed, and I run over with a bigger magnum, so it gives you that effect of pushing something into the background. So that's pretty much it. I mean, that's the two good sections. I just actually learned that not long ago. So there's the option, because it seems like people are interested in those cartridges, and they kind of asking maybe if there will be like another different setup, maybe different configurations. For sure, there's a test, but for what I find out, that of course you want it to be compatible with standard like machines, like a pen type of machines. I mean, that's what I'm using. I'm using critical torque machines. So for me, it's important that they're gonna run smoothly with just standard machines, so there's no like cut off of power or something like that. So like I said, there's some talk, so I can't reveal more, you know, that's it.